Adding lawn to your garden plan. Adding lawn to your garden plan is done in much the same way as adding a plant. For example, here, using the aerial photo, I identify the area to be covered, so I'll zoom in a little and use the trace tool to identify the area I want to cover with grass. If you have a subscription, you can enter environmental parameters. For example, I'll come here and say that it's in the shade. Loamy soil with neutral acidity, average water quantity, and well drained. At this point, I can click on the plant suggestion icon to search by environmental criteria, and I simply add grass or lawn. Tisanji gives me lawn suggestions that take into account the environmental criteria I entered. If I don't have a subscription, I can simply use the filter on the plant cards. This is a shaded area, and I have a nice mix of shade-tolerant grasses, so it seems like a good choice. I'll add it to the surface, sow it in the fall, and that's it. Note, unlike other plants, an area with lawn does not allow other plants to be added. So, for example, if I come here in my search, we can see that I cannot add another plant to the surface. Defining two types of grass. For example, if I have a part of my land that is in a slightly sunnier area, I will simply draw a second area and define my environment as sunny. I will then do a search and select the seed from the suggestions. Here, I will choose an ecoturf, which I will also sow in the fall. A little tip: if you have two different types of lawn on your plan, it may be useful to change the colors of the areas to distinguish them clearly. I'll go here to the details of my area and the visualization icon, and I'll change the color to blue, just to remind myself that it was the blue bag of Gloco seed. Tisanji calculates the quantity to buy. We can go to the inventory where we can see that we have our two seeds. We can see that we have our quantity. Here I am using the imperial system, so I have them in pounds. If I switch to metric, I would have the same quantities in grams. Calculating the appropriate quantity depending on whether you are starting with bare soil or overseeding. There's a small icon here right next to the quantity to buy. It is brown to represent bare soil. If you actually want to overseed, example, reinforce an existing but sparse lawn, simply click on the small icon and you will switch to overseeding mode, and Tisanji will recalculate the appropriate quantity to buy. Calculate the quantity of seed to purchase without drawing the lawn area. If you only have the area to cover and you don't need to draw it, you can start from the plant menu and directly enter the area of lawn to be covered. For example, I'm going to the plant page. I use the filters to find the right seeds. I select the type of lawn seed I want. I add it to the garden and indicate the area. For example, here, 1,600 square feet. Note that you can change the unit system in the gear icon at the bottom left of the screen. I can check my inventory. Everything is there. I even have my calendar.